gentlemen, welcome to the Cardinal Mashup. Once again, I'm Austin McNorton, and with me today is Mr. Robinson.
Yo.
It's icy outside, folks, so please make sure you drive safe. And a lot of cancellations happened this evening.
A lot of cancellations.
So after a 3-day weekend, let's get you caught up on this week's sports action by going into the Cardinal
Catch-Up. Let's go. Here we go.
All right.
Over the weekend, the 9th grade boys tournament was held in Wellsville, and the 9th grade boys took 2 wins away from this tournament. They beat Osawatomie, also commonly known as Oz. Why that is, I don't know.
I've never heard that. So
you never heard that?
New to me. That's new.
Yeah.
That's new news.
No,
to me.
that is an actual thing. I beat Osawatomie
kind of awesome.
55-29, and then beat Wellsville 63-37 to win that 9th grade tournament. Freshman boys put up 63.
I know Coach Dieterding is very happy about the future of that team.
Oh, that's great. You put up 63 points the freshman year.
That's impressive nonetheless. No matter who you're
basketball.
Playing
but still,
no matter
that's
who you're
63
playing
points.
against, that's impressive.
That's very impressive.
Absolutely. So, also last week, we have to jump back to Tuesday night against Paola. The varsity boys team lost by 3, and the girls team lost as well. Paola came into Eudora and swept all of the teams. They are very talented.
We went 0-6, huh?
Yeah, it was. They're good. They're good.
That boys game was a 3-point barn burner.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
If you get a chance to go to the game at Paola again, I would strongly recommend doing it. It's going to be game of the year, no doubt.
Absolutely. Friday, then, the game we broadcasted.
So much fun.
Again, go to High School Cube.
Still there right now.
It's still there. Go to thecube.com and
Cube.
search Cardinal Live, and you're going to find us there.
It's a little glitchy at the moment. Just be patient.
Yeah, they're a little glitchy. But we played against Ottawa. The girls' team lost by a score of 25-45, and the boys' team took a victory of 70-48.
Which is so, unexpected.
Points.
It's always been such a close game.
So,
every single year that I've been a part of this team, it's been a close game.
Let me ask you something. What were 3 things you took away from that game from broadcast? You were calling the game. What were 3 observations about that game? Their team or our team?
Ottawa is currently a young team that they are building upon. It's kind of what you would consider a rebuilding year for the Ottawa Cyclones. You got a lot of young talent, so definitely don't sleep on them in the future. Mm-hmm. They could be, once this talented senior class leaves for Eudora and Paola, they'll probably be the favorites coming up. For Eudora, they really just played their game, just absolutely tremendous defense. They shut down McCullough, who's just one of the most consistent scorers in the league, and that's not easy to do. And I really think they're fitting into their roles. They're really clicking with Austin Downey and Brian. They're just very consistent scorers starting this second semester. It's great.
I was impressed with Brian's hole freeze, just shooting ability on Friday night.
I mean,
he's got just such a pretty shot.
And we talked to Coach Cliff McCullough on Friday night before the game, trying to get him some input, and he said he's just a shooter that even if you get your hand up, he's locked down.
He's got a great release.
He's a great release.
He's got a great release.
It's amazing what he's accomplished throughout the summer too. I mean, he's been shooting constantly. You can just tell.
Yeah.
I mean, by the way his performances change each game.
Watching Ottawa play though, kind of switching from talking about their perspective, Carroll and McCullough.
Both juniors.
Watching that team play, though, it seemed like a team that was playing without an identity.
I can agree.
If you were to kind of look at what Eudora did Friday night versus what Ottawa did, Eudora was like when Austin Downing couldn't create his own shot. He was creating shots for other people, and he was moving through the offense and creating, and everyone was creating for somebody else.
Yeah,
and that resulted in the 70 points. Ottawa just seemed to, it was kind of a lot of one-on-one at times, it seemed like.
It really showed in that third quarter, too. Eudora came out at halftime, and they shut those two down. Because in the first half, Carroll kept driving on us, getting to the free throw line.
Yeah.
Third quarter, shut down.
If you looked at that first quarter, because in the first quarter, Eudora's score was at 8 points, and 2 of those would have inbound passes. If we'd have got 2 inbound passes, that would have been 4 points. So Ottawa kind of showed to me like a more of a one-dimensional team. It's like, all right, we've got a couple of guys that can just drive to the basket and shoot.
Yeah.
You take that away, which we
did.
You take that away, and then you were left with, okay, now you got to try to run your half-court sets, and they just couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
And third quarter, my goodness, just opened up. I was really impressed with Austin Downing's ability. Well, and not just Friday night, every game. His ability to get to the basket.
His knowledge offensively is just unbelievable.
His ability to get to the basket, change
he
his
understands.
body.
Yeah, he understands where the defense rotation is going to be. It's incredible.
He's becoming a very mature player. It's fun watching him play.
And then, as we mentioned, Brian Tolfree and Grant Elson coming back, both out there on the free throw, 3-point lines, get their feet set.
Grant had a couple threes.
Money. I mean, when Grant gets his feet set, you can count it. I mean.
Yeah, Grant's more of your spot-up
And so
shooter.
if Austin can get that, if he's consistently driving on people, then that'll create open shots for those guys, and that usually happens.
If the other team can stop him. It's hard to stop that guy driving. It's
freight
very hard.
train.
Let's keep it moving here. This week, yesterday, the girls' team started to play in the Tonganoxie tournament. Now, this is a tournament that the girls and boys both play in. Yeah. And in the girls' game last night against Silver Lake, which you're telling me Silver Lake is
probably one of the best girls basketball teams in the state.
And I don't know whether
they're a 3A classification, but they can beat anybody.
And I don't know what they're. I got to look at the rankings, but
they're good. Consistently, they've been good every single year I've watched them.
Girls took a loss, 27-55 last night in that tournament. They play the loser of Tonganoxie. Oh, excuse me. A little Cheez-It burp there. My apologies here.
Oh, my God.
All right. The girls play the loser of Tonganoxie Jeff West on Thursday at 4:30. Tonight, the boys were supposed to play Tonganoxie.
Mother Nature has a different story.
Nature's fridge has defrosted.
Yes.
And then frozen again.
Brought upon us.
little slick. So that is canceled. Rescheduled for tomorrow night at 4 or 4:30. 4.
For the girls. Guys are at 7:30.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, so girls are playing tomorrow night too? No, girls are playing Thursday.
Yes. Guys are at 7:30.
Okay. All right.
Which is what was supposed to happen tonight, but...
Okay. So get to Tongi if you can.
Yeah.
Get to Tongi if you can.
Pardon the interruption.
It's
happening. This happened last time.
Quick note,
what's going on? Here's the announcements.
The parking lot has been treated.
I'm well aware of that.
It's crazy out there.
Please take your time going home. Do not
use your ice scrapers.
Take your time.
Use the ice scrapers on the windshield, please.
Star Road
Don't stick your head out the window.
Due to a multi-car accident. So
that'd be a
headed
disaster.
Towards Johnson County to go home.
It's a good thing I moved here because I only live a minute from the high school.
As soon as you can get your room cleared out and get out the door, we want you to get home.
Was that just a pass to leave here as soon as I could?
That's what I'm hearing. She just contradicted herself.
See you right tomorrow.
I think she just told me
she's going to go slow, but get out quick.
Leave before your contract time is out, she just told me. Hey.
Can we go?
I got to edit this and put it on.
Let's go.
Keep going here. All right, so in studio.
The one and only, folks.
The one and only.
Travis Nice.
Travis Nice is joining us. We got to talk a little wrestling here. Because the good folks there at home don't get enough of it. So
absolutely.
Tonight, we're supposed to be, as you just heard from Miss Kimberlin again, we have a cancellation.
Slightly.
There was supposed to be a wrestling quad. Is that how they say it?
Yeah.
There he is. Against Wellsville, DeSoto, and Osawatomie.
Yes,
that was supposed to be the 4. Austin, you had a couple things.
All right. So this year, how was last week? You had a tournament. Is that correct?
Yes, it was at Silver Lake.
And how did that go? Like, what was the environment and everything?
Well, see, we have a small team, and so because of that smaller team, we don't get as many team points, and so team-wise, we don't usually win our duels.
Oh yeah, because you'll have if you have a 160 open, then you lose. That's 6 points.
Yeah, that's 6 points.
Yeah, that adds up pretty quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen the scoring on wrestling.
I honestly am unsure how the scoring works.
I've done the clock several times for it. It's interesting how they score the whole thing. But if they have a guy that wants to wrestle 152. And we don't have a guy that wants to wrestle 152, then they just get points. Yeah. So it's basically you're going up there. They go up there. They raise their hand. It's kind of like a pin. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So keep going.
And then I understand you have a new coaching staff this year. How's that working out for the team?
Oh, it's great. We have this year's coach. He knows what he's doing. He's good friends with my dad, so I know him pretty well. And he's always been a good coach. He knows what he's talking about because he's been to many wrestling events. He's gone to nationals and freestyle wrestling and Greco. I think that's what they call it.
And that coach's name is Mr. Gus Andrews, and he's also our Woods teacher this year as well.
Yeah.
So how has last season stacked up against this season as far as like wins and losses? Are we ahead, behind? Where are we at in the grand scheme of things here?
I'd say we're ahead. Because our new coaching staff, we have a lot more talent than we did last year, I believe, and like we understand moves a lot better and understand the.
What's your go-to
move?
move?
In general. My go-to move.
You trying to DDP somebody here? You trying to Boston Crab? Is that a thing? Can you do that?
I don't know. If
you
you
watch
don't know,
WWE?
then I don't know.
All right, what's your favorite move?
Probably a blast double.
A blast double.
I like the sound of that.
That sounds like a drink from Sonic.
It really does.
I'd take a blast double. Route 44.
Route 44.
What's a blast double?
It's basically like a tackle in football.
Okay.
It's
Perfect. You're good at
you
that.
Put your nose in the guy's chest and you wrap your arms around his legs and just pulled into you and just pretty much tackle the person, bring them to the mat.
How about that?
That sounds exciting.
How about that?
Give us a little demonstration.
The viewers at home don't want to hear about that. They don't want to hear me in the background just saying, Uncle! Tapping early.
Okay, but seriously, one thing I think people don't truly understand about wrestling is the amount of work that goes in to get into your weight specific that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Explain that to the people who truly don't understand how difficult it is.
Oh, it's really difficult. See, this is only my second year in wrestling, but so I don't really have to cut much weight because I don't really get into it as much as.
What weight do
other
you
wrestlers.
wrestle?
160.
160.
Okay.
Last year I wrestled 152, but this year I wrestled 160.
So let me ask you this. So, because I talked to Noah about this not too long ago. So after football season, what'd you weigh?
I weighed 170.
So you had to cut 10 pounds?
Yeah.
In how many days? Like a week?
Pretty much, yeah.
So how'd you lose 10 pounds in a week?
The practices, lost 10 pounds in practices because it's mostly just water weight you lose. All the sweating you do in practices.
Were you eating less or eating more?
Yeah, you are put on a specific diet program. It's not really a diet. It's just a way to maintain your weight and keep it at that lower weight. Mm-hmm. Your intake is lower portions, but you do it multiple times throughout the day. Mm-hmm. And so you don't want to eat a big lunch or big dinner because then it takes longer to digest that. And when you take little portions, you digest that faster. That's why you can eat multiple times from the day.
Okay.
Oh, well, I appreciate you coming in here today, Travis. It's been really informational. I like the blast double. I'm probably going to be using that a lot.
I'm going to go to Sonic after school today in the slick roads. I'm going to say, hey, yo, it's happy hour. I want a Route 44 blast double.
I like
with a
that
splash
so
of
much.
lime.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much for being here, sir. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So, you got anything else for us today?
No, that's it.
All right, that's it for the Cardinal Mashup. I'm Austin Norton, and as always, go Cardinals.